starting a fret process. So I have some fret wire, some pliers. This is to cut the nip of the frets on that side here, if you can focus, and cut the end tail of it. A small plastic hammer, the fretboard, of course, which has been prepared, and something to put the frets in the right order for the board. So, and this is a press. And I'm going to start with cutting all the frets, matching the size here, which goes from 42 millimeters to 55 something. So the process is simple. You get the fret length, take about half a millimeter more, cut, verify again, save it first position, then second position, same thing. And so on, until we get to the last one. So I have my 21 frets ready to go, and basically the idea is to take a fret, put it in there, use the hammer to press on one side, very slightly, very gently on the one side and the other, so it then holds correctly in place, and then put it under the fret, which has an attachment here that has the same curvature as the neck here, okay? And in my case, that's a 16-inch radius, so rather flat. And I use also a little bit of CA glue with a very thin pipe to set a little bit of glue in the groove before I put the fret and I press. That enables the fret to really hold very tightly to the neck. The fret is ready to go in. I don't know if we're going to be able to catch that. So I press, and I press. After pressing the fret, you make sure that there is no gap between the fret and the fretboard, and these parts here will be cut later on. So we're done. Only another 20 to go. And all the frets are in. So we're ready to take this big guy and cut, each side of the fret like this. So the fret gets to the very side of it here. I'll remove that later. But we can then remove that, make it as close as possible all along, and then use a metal rasp, to even the angle at 35 degrees all along the neck. Here, after using this rasp on the side here, like this, and then this rasp, which has a specific angle that you run on the top of the neck, like this, you end up with a neck with all the finished frets, or finished or almost finished frets, with an angle on all the frets, as you can see here, right? And this will have to be rounded, with another file. And basically we have a fairly nice neck already, with all the frets in place and ready to be adjusted.